Trump could end world hunger and the left would be like, I can't believe he didn't feed them all organic food. I swear that no matter what this man does, the left is just out here complaining about everything.
It's kind of a hack to the system where someone can get an NGO stood up for a fairly small amount of money. Like George Soros is really good at this. Like George Soros is like a system hacker. Like he
Yeah, I get paid to be out here.
You get paid to be out here?
Yeah.
Amazing. Just some hack.
You really are getting paid for this?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, definitely. 100% I'm getting paid for this. Yeah, I get paid.
Yes, this is very concerning. An investigation has found 5 AdBlue-funded groups responsible for Tesla protests, troublemakers, disruption, project and rise, and racist individual project and Democratic Socialists of America. Elon Musk revealed this few hours ago. When you take a look at this, AdBlue founders include George Soros, Reid Hoffman, and others. AdBlue is currently under investigations for allowing foreign and illegal donations in criminal violations of campaign finance regulation. This week, 7 AdBlue senior officials resigned, including the Associate General Counsel. If you know anything about this, please post a reply. Thanks, Elon Musk. It is extremely concerning to see what is going on. George Soros is coming under scrutiny again. What is happening to Tesla is concerning demonstrations everywhere. Some are even trying to destroy the cars. I have seen videos upon videos. On this clip, we are going to take an exclusive look into all these.
it's kind of a hack to the system where someone can get an NGO stood up for a fairly small amount of money. Like George Soros is really good at this. Like George Soros is like a system hacker. Like he figured out how to hack the system. He's a genius at arbitrage. I mean, these days he's pretty old, but a genius at arbitrage. So he figured out that you could leverage a small amount of money to create a nonprofit, then lobby the politicians to send a ton of money to that nonprofit, so you can take what might be, a $10 million donation to a nonprofit to create a nonprofit and leverage that into $1 billion NGO. A nonprofit is a weird word. It's just a non-governmental organization, and then the government continues to fund that every year, and it'll have a nice sounding name like the Institute for Peace or something like that. But really, it's a graft machine.
And what are the requirements with that money? What do they have to do?
Just really no requirements at all.
So they just get grants and the government just assumes that they're doing good work.
I think a lot of people in the government know that they're not doing good work, but it's a giant graft machine.
It's okay for a Democrat to do it, but not Trump. Let's get into it.
Yes, the double standard is unreal. The left demand unquestioned loyalty from illegal and insist they deserve full right, yet they turn around and question the loyalty of a naturalized citizen who has done more for America than most career politicians. The attacks on Elon Musk aren't about loyalty, they're about silencing someone who won't bow to their agenda. That is simple. Just imagine Elon Musk receiving attacks here and there simply because he didn't bow to their agenda. That has been a thing with Democrat Party. If you want that they should support you, love whatever thing you do, support them.
It's okay for a Democrat to do it, but not Trump. Let's get into it. Barack Obama signed an executive order in 2011 for an oversight and accountability board to detect and reduce waste, fraud, and abuse across government with the best public servants. But when Trump does it, to eliminate waste, fraud, and abuse with public servants, it's bad. When Biden says he wants people working from home back in the office, and his chief of staff says it's a priority of the president, because 3 out of 4 of the federal agency buildings was at a 25% or less occupancy rate, it's okay. But when Trump says it, he's a dictator. When Obama slashed NIH funding by how much? A 5% reduction, which in turn caused NIH funding falling short $714 million of pre-bill funding levels, which caused them to only make up about half of their losses because in real dollars, NCI's budget falls short of its previous budget, $4.968 billion. But when Trump wants to slash $4 billion from NIH funding, he hates kids with cancer. When Obama deports more non-criminals than criminals by the hundreds of thousands, it's okay. But when Trump does it, he's a racist. When eggs spike up over 50 to 60% under Biden, it's okay. But under Trump, he doesn't know how the economy works. When Al Gore, vice president under Bill Clinton, writes an entire letter about how he wants small government, and it's the smallest it's been in more than 30 years because of them, because it is him and President Clinton's top priority, it's okay. But when Trump does it, he's a fascist. When Elizabeth Warren 15 years ago was asked about money laundering in the government, this is what she said.
You know, when that much money disappears, it's usually because somebody broke some laws somewhere. But if we don't look, if we don't ask, if we don't uncover it and make it all public, we'll never find it.
But now, in 2025, Elon Musk must be stopped. Are we starting to see a pattern yet?
Yes, Libras got up yesterday after Elon Musk took this decision. According to this article, Elon Musk, Starlink, will never turn off its terminal in Ukraine. To be extremely clear, no matter how much I disagree with the Ukraine policy, Starlink will never turn off its terminals. Without Starlink, the Ukrainian lines will collapse as the Russian can jump all over communications. We will never do such a thing or use it as bargaining chip. Look at this. This is what Elon Musk put out. Libras at this point, they will agree with Elon Musk because he is doing what they like. They want the world to continue. They advocate for it. Look at this. If Elon Musk took that decision to cut this off, they will start going after him times two. I really like the idea that he decided to do this.
And we begin with a story that has really striking revelations, and it's from inside the Trump cabinet meeting. And this is something where we're going to learn a lot in the next couple of moments. You may have heard a little bit about it, but I'm going to go through the evidence, the facts here, because it is exactly what this Trump White House and a lot of what Elon Musk is up to. It paints a picture of it in a way that's different from what we've heard in public, from all of the usual PR and the political press conferences and the efforts to tell a certain story. We're now going to go tonight. Musk going at Secretary of State Rubio, according to the New York Times, basically saying that Rubio was not firing anybody. Quote, "You have fired nobody." And Rubio responds, what about the more than 1,500 State Department officials who took early retirement in buyouts? Didn't they count as layoffs? Rubio asking then sarcastically if Musk wanted him to rehire all those people just so he could make a show of firing them again. These are two people at odds over the department that Rubio runs, and the subtext there is about who is being honest or accurate and who is just trying to put on a show. Musk then, the Times reports, was, quote, unimpressed and told Rubio actually he was the show, that he was, quote, good on TV. The subtext, the Times says, being that he was not good for much else. And let's be clear, both of these men have risen in their careers through some aspect of public show. Rubio ran for president.
Last week, Libras were running with these stories, doing clips upon clips, crazy. Trump debunked this, that there is no problem, that there was nothing. He doesn't understand why these people will pick up fake news like this, that there was a problem, there was a clash. That is how I saw some of them putting out news segment. It is crazy that they will continue to pattern this every single time. Thank you guys for always being there sharing out my videos. I don't want to make it long. I wanted you to understand, see exactly what these Libras are doing to Elon Musk. They are after Tesla, and he will survive. Some were celebrating the other day like his network has gone down because of these demonstrations going on and the tariff issues. If you see clips after this video, that is just for the YouTube algorithm. Please, you can stop here.
One of the lucrative helmets that they wear when they go to war.
Lucrative?
Yeah, lucrative. You know, this is the crash out buckets because I feel like when you wear this helmet, you already crashed out. It's like you committed to the crash out. Like
Right. You're all in.
All in. So I feel like we at war right now with the Democrats. I know.
Why go after them, too? Go after the Republicans.
Because they don't know how to fight and be part of an opposition party. Representative Green.
Of people vote for the...
As long as we wrap before the new season of South.
Watch this moment, or of course...
We talk about admitting that, but so be it. And the fact is that it doesn't matter whether Vice President Vance planned it or just took the opportunity to bait Zelensky. Zelensky took the bait. Okay, and
what happened at the White House today?
Today, Donald Trump irreparably destroyed the 80-year-old post-World War II international order.
An Oval Office ambush of an American ally that will reverberate all around the world and stain America's image for years to come.
That was, to say the least, the most contentious confrontation between world leaders perhaps we have ever seen, certainly on television.
It was a truly historic moment, not in the good way. One that I fear realigned the world order, upending the only foreign policy consensus that most living Americans and Europeans have ever known.
A complete and utter mess. We don't gain anything by acting like bullies, and this is what bullies do.
I think there's no question that this was a setup. You heard Donald Trump say at the end of that clip you played, this is great television.
To issue an apology tonight?
Absolutely.
All right, so but what else is going on? Not much in the Oval Office to discuss the big turnaround that the country has done, where Trump says now he's the dictator.
To say that it is one of the most astonishing moments that we have ever seen happen.